We'll start off with.
I want to share this video with you, folks.
My name is Rick Jones. I'm the Butler County Sheriff, Butler County, Ohio. I just came back from a national sheriff's training in D.C. 2 days ago. We were briefed by the FBI director, Ray, the director of the FBI, and several federal agencies. There's 3,300 sheriffs in the United States. The President of the United States refuses to meet with the sheriffs of the 3,300. We have a hierarchy. We have a president. We have a vice president. President of the United States refuses to meet with the sheriffs. He also refuses to meet with the police chiefs of the United States. They have a hierarchy also. He refuses to meet with them to talk about border issues or talk about crime that's going on because of the border issue. We were also told by Mr. Ray, the FBI director, that there are more red flags going off now than before 9/11.
Wake up, America.
When I say red flags, meaning people that are here in this country that are wanting to do harm to us. We were also explained we're bombing 2 countries right now. 2 countries. These people do not like us before this started. There's thousands of people here from other countries, 160 different countries. They're here not to be our friends. Some of them are coming because they're wanting to come here to the best country in the world, the way we see it. Some are coming here to do harm to us. And we were told by the FBI director, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We were also told
Biden is supporting many
5 weeks after the attack,
countries.
the only thing that saved the Israelis, the government.
Hunter Biden, Biden's son, has been to several different countries and they're receiving money for the CCP. Did you know that 300,000 acres of land is now owned by the CCP? Are we selling our land to an enemy?
Even in Israel, you can't just call the military up.
I hope that answered your question there,
They went house to house.
Gray, I think it is.
Killing. The Israeli police, when our guys got there, the sheriffs, said they just don't hate us.
Thank you for coming in. Please subscribe. I'm trying to build my channel.
Are the same people that train people to hate us. The FBI director said when 9/11 hit, there's more red flags now than then. So, and he said, these are people that want to kill us and do harm to us. Now, so you're wondering, I want everybody to know what I know. I can't tell you everything, but I want the public to know that we are in a terrible way right now. The United States, and I'm going to get to the local, the United States.
It's on YouTube.
You can't be just defense and not have an offense.
Butler County Sheriff. I'm not sure of the state that it's in.
We're in other countries. We're supplying them with weapons. We're supplying them with our treasure, our money, and we're not doing much back home. So, with that in mind, we were also told that this is from the federal government 3 days ago, they're going to attack our elections, which they've always done that, just not the national. They're going to go into the locals. They encouraged us to talk to our local election officials and be prepared as much as they can for cyber attacks. Even local, you have to be prepared. We've been told that, again, they're coming here to do harm to us, and even in
this
Ohio,
is from the FBI.
States, we're not going to be able to call and ask for help from the federal government.
Where's our news media on this?
The military's not coming. The National Guard, when 9/11 hit, it was all the police and the fire, and they were in total organized chaos. The military had the skies, and I don't want somebody to ask me, "Am I?"
This isn't false.
Dave Jones.
This isn't a false flag.
No, I'm not like Chicken Little. I want you to know what I know. And if you don't believe what I'm
watch
telling
Oil
you,
Express.
okay.
He'll show that there's a movement right now
you can build a
of NGOs
And
That's non-government operations. That's what NGO stands for. They are organized. This is an organized all the way from whatever country they came from, including our countries of our enemies.
Our electronic system, our computer system,
they are organized to get these people in the United States.
Just not ours. And we were down for 2 months. Just a paper. Hacked our dispatching, hacked everything. Now,
people need to wake up because
it wasn't to help
the
us.
media is giving false.
From hospice to healthcare to housing, since 1987, providing dignified, compassionate care to those in need has been at the heart of AHF's advocacy efforts. In 2017,
all right, let me get rid of this commercial here.
Patients were being forced onto the...
As we speak today, the Russians are still attacking our computer system, just like they're attacking most of yours. But I'm with the public.
Not everybody in our government is, but there is a movement.
Our cyber system here in Butler County,
from our enemies,
everything that we have
to overtake our country.
For police and fire 5 times a day. I want to repeat that. 5 times a day. The Iranians are attacking our computer system and trying to hack it 3 times a day. I want to repeat that. 3 times a day. Now, are they doing that to help us and be our friends? No, they're not. They're trying to disrupt everything that we do. And this next election coming up, they're trying to do the same.
Everybody he's mentioning, we got hundreds and hundreds of people coming into our country right now.
In every police vehicle we have what we call a go bag. We have extra magazines. And we're going to start training civilians. We've offered classes to train civilians. And we're going to start training civilians on what to do when disasters hit and emergencies hit. Naturally, we can't train the whole country. We can't train the whole county. We put this up online yesterday. It's full already. We can do like...
We actually have militias throughout the United States. I don't really know much of them, many of them, but I know a few of them I've heard about.
They're coming here.
They're already set up for this cause. But this is alarming when a sheriff is getting people from his community to stand up in case Red Dawn happens. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Red Dawn, but it's coming.
I want the public to be aware that you are under attack. And when they're attacking, they're trying to get our cyber system. We have a grid system. Butler County does, the whole United States.
The first thing military wants to do is filtrate, get in, and disrupt our government, our people.
The Chinese are flying over with their little balloons. That's not to help us and help us do some weather direction. And all we're doing
and we're seeing it.
Is we're on the defense. We're absorbing this. And these other countries that are attacking us overseas, it's a lot of drone attacks. Getting to drones. You know the technology that local law enforcement has on drones? 0. We can fly drones, and most police departments and sheriff's offices have drones. We can't detect drones.
This is not really just by the sheriff. He's telling what he's doing, and I agree with him. We need militias set up in our country because the police can't handle protecting us. We need to protect ourselves.
My grandkids have drones. Everybody has drones. We have no technology. The federal government doesn't share any of the drone technology with us. So what we're going to do is...
Buter County, I believe, I think it's Ohio. I'm not sure which state it was.
We can detect drones and how we can stop drones. Now, again, it's not to scare people.
We all have to protect ourselves. We need to get out and vote and stop this.
They try to hack you. One of the local channels in Cincinnati was hacked. They were down to paper for several weeks. Just paper. When we were hacked, we were down to paper. Our computer system, our dispatching, all hacked. Again, that's being attacked by foreign countries. You wouldn't think that a foreign country would be attacking us.
We got enemies coming into our country. It's unreal.
People that are here to do us harm.
You want to see real news? Go to Oriole Express, and he's been videoing for the last week. JLLR investigations have been showing what's been going on in this country, and the news media is not covering it.
Are they bringing groceries with them?
They showed how the news media, they had removed a whole bunch of immigrants from Eagle Flat, and they took and brought in the news media, and then they brought everybody in after everybody was cleared out.
Now, after I discuss that, I'm going to take questions. But there's three things.
JLR shows unedited videos. And so does Oil Express. And that's real news,
I've reached
folks.
out to State Representative Sarah Crothers, and I've reached out to State Representative Cindy Abrams, two state representatives. And I've asked them, I've instructed them, and you're going to receive a copy of it, that there's three things I'm asking the state to introduce legislation on. One is the northern border. You think that we don't have a border, but we do. We border Canada. So what happens is the border security have been pulled, a lot of them, a large portion of them, quite a few of them, to go to the southern border. So what happens when we do that? Drugs are coming back across more the northern border. People are coming across. Water and land. With that,
I'm not really for police, but I am for sheriff, because sheriffs are the only people that we vote for. Sheriffs are for law and order, where police are more for policy and extortion.
Across our waterways and our borders into the
I find a big difference between police and sheriff, and I support sheriff 100%.
Has decreased by 40% from Texas.
There's a lot of bad police, though.
Over to Arizona. So it's coming across. I was told 5 and 8.
I agree with you. The government is the problem right now. Definitely right now.
The illegal pills.
The problem is we have a corporation running this country instead of a republic.
With the fentanyl that comes into our country. Again, they're trying to help us out. They're our friends. 5,000 people die a year in Ohio, fentanyl poison. 100,000 die a year in the United States. Our government is doing nothing to stop it. We're on the defense. Number one, that we have a border security task force. Number two, I'm asking that the two state representatives introduce legislation that will also form a
been going on too long
24-hour-a-day cyber security, not part-time. Every department has their own. We don't communicate with anybody. If we're going to be attacked, which we're getting every day, I assume everybody is. I'm asking that these two state reps introduce legislation that we have one cybersecurity czar that's full-time, nonstop, 24 hours a day. They're attacking us all. Third, very important, I'm asking that legislation be introduced like in Texas, that if you're pulled over or stopped in the state of Ohio, that there be legislation, the law changed, that you can be charged with a state felony charge of being here illegally, and you can be arrested and charged. Those three things.
No, he's getting them
I come to you, not
classes to train civilian people to help out in case of an emergency of attack of our country.
The reason it's being told to us, because 9/11, they knew it was coming, and none of us knew. No communications with local law enforcement. We can't do anything with drones. We have drones, but we're going to. And we're going to do everything we can to protect our community, to keep our live squads, our fire, our dispatching. If you've ever lost your phone or your battery goes dead, everybody freaks out. Imagine if you can't use your cell phone. Now, again, they're getting into our cyber, and that's what our country, you can't pump gas without electricity. You can't pump water without electricity. So they're doing this to us. These are the three things that I'm going to ask these state representatives. I've been in communication with them. You can reach out to them. They'll be waiting for the conversation. And this is just the beginning. And again, I've instructed my IT people to start looking at ways that we can detect drones and what we can do to stop.
He's actually getting the public involved. He's getting we the people involved.
Now, I will.
He may not be reaching out for higher officials, but he is getting we the people.
Yes, sir.
It's an honor to be in your presence today. If given the opportunity to talk to the president through your organization, the Sheriff's Association, what are some of the things you would like to talk to him about?
The question was, what would I talk to the president about if I had an opportunity to meet with him? I would ask him to please close our borders, help us out. It's not, they're not staying in these border states where they're coming across. They're coming in. Every state is a border state. Please help us stop the Chinese from from bringing this fentanyl through our border and stop all these cyber attacks. They're attacking us all. And we have nothing. We don't have any technology to stop it. We're on the defense. The FBI director said for every one person we have in our government, I want to repeat that, every one person we have in our government that deals in cyber, the Chinese have 50 to 1. And I don't know what we're doing. I assume we're just on the defense. Please help us. It starts with the border. We've got to have our border secure. And
it starts with we the people. We need to get up and walk down there and go arm in arm and stop these people from getting in our border. If our corporation can't do it, then we need to.
Join Planet Fitness during the Big Fitness Energy Sale and save big. Get equipment for every workout and free fitness training, all in the judgment-free zone.
We got a commercial
Join
here.
For just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, February 16th.
It's like wow.